What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour tonight. I'm excited to have you here, coming to you from my place in Alice Beach, where I am now living for the summer, sharing a home with my brother and his wife. So it's been really interesting as we kind of work side by side at the kitchen table since we don't have offices. And I'm coming to you from my laptop tonight. So everything's not set up as usual, but we do have everything that we need. And tonight, what we're going to be doing is continuing what we did last week with the tumbler and this hot converting summer product. So we're going to be going over that. I'm going to be giving away a completely free done for you sales page template tonight that you can clone directly into your account and start using for this product. So it's really awesome to have my designer create it. Everybody's just piling in the room as I speak, so I'm just giving everybody a chance to get in here. We have a couple of announcements to make before I get started, but for now, everyone should be able to see me. What's up, everyone? Don't have perfect lighting like I usually do, and I'm still adjusting to this new setting. But you should all be able to see me. I'm going to leave my webcam on as long as I can see the connections good here. You should be able to see my screen, obviously, and you should be able to hear me. So go ahead and type in a 1 if you could see my screen, see my webcam, and hear me. Go ahead and type in a 1 so my team can check that out, make sure everyone can see what's going on here. Awesome. So first thing I want to point out is at the top of the screen, you're going to see a new link to start a Shopify store. It's profitph.com/Shopify. And it's directly under the big green highlighted sign that says start your free Shopify store. Shopify reached out to me and they're giving me something special for my community. So if you're starting a second store or just now starting your first store, if you go through profitph.com/Shopify, you will get a 30-day free trial. Anywhere else you go, it's going to be a 14-day free trial. So Shopify has been really awesome to work with. And as one of their top partners on their platform, they try to do things for me because they know that I do these webinars for you every week. So they want to extend to me different tools and perks that I can give to you because they know that I'm taking action on helping you take action on starting your e-commerce journey and manifesting your own e-commerce success. So very, very cool. So go to that link. If you already have a Shopify store, I don't recommend canceling your store, but if you want to make sure that you're tagged under me and you get the benefits of being a Adrian Morrison Profit Power Hour student, then if you started a store through a different link and you don't have everything built out yet, you can start a new one and you get the benefits of being one of my students. So profitph.com/Shopify. On the right-hand side, we have all of my social media. So make sure that you go to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week. We did a cool Etsy video last week. And on the left-hand side are some of our recommended tools and vendors. So this isn't the typical welcome screen that I have up because on this computer I haven't updated it just yet, but I will get that taken care of by next week. But most of everything that we typically have up is showing right now. So social media, very important tools, and we have an awesome training tonight, so it's going to be super fun. All right, so everybody should be pretty much here by now. We've gone over the Shopify link, all that good stuff. Let me just pull up here we go. Let me pull up our notepad here, and you'll see that tonight we are giving away a free 100% done for you e-com sales page for this tumbler. Now, if you're new to my webinars, okay, you're new to the Profit Power Hour, first off, I want to welcome you here. I'm excited to have you here. And every single week, what we do is we do these webinars. I train you on what's working right now, new tips, new strategies, all that good stuff. And I do it completely free every single week. I give away free gifts. I give away, done for you pages, done for you products, all sorts of amazing things. So make sure that you calendar the Profit Power Hour every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And it doesn't matter if I'm at my house at the beach and I'm trying to vacation, or something crazy is going on in my life, or you know, other businesses are, you're tying me down for the day, I always make time for the Profit Power Hour. So I'm always going to be here for you. You just have to show up, right? And that's all on you, and you're showing up for yourself, right? And for your future, because this is the place to be. And so many of our success students will tell you that being on these webinars every single Friday is a big key to their success. It's not just consuming some videos one time, it's continued education. Repetition is key to success, and always being on the cutting edge and having a mentor. And that's what I'm here for. So go to our Facebook group. It's facebook.com/group/profitph. Tell everybody to pop on the webinar right now. So if you're not a member of our group yet, we have 18,600 amazingly beautiful people in this community. And we've got beginners. Some of you are complete beginners, never made a sale before. We've got multi-seven-figure earners in this group, all people that started from scratch on these trainings. So the group is an amazing place to be. Just make sure that you go in and you apply if you have not yet joined the group, and my team will get you in, right? And if you are in the group, then make sure to tell everybody to hop on the webinar right now, because tonight you can claim a done for you page that you can customize and modify and use for your own Shopify store. So that's some exciting news. Now, also at the end of this webinar, all right, when I give you that link, I'm also going to update you about our Q3 Ecom Blitz. So 2 weeks ago, we were supposed to do the Blitz, and it's a quarterly webinar that I do every single quarter to kind of tell you what is my plan for Q3, what is my plan for Q4, what should you be doing and starting to look out for and research on and pay attention to. And we rescheduled it a couple of weeks ago because I have a special guest that I have coming on that I had to work with their schedule. I wanted them to teach you. So if you enrolled in the Ecom Blitz, that was $297 for this quarterly training, then I'm going to be releasing the date and the time that the reschedule is going to be, because I've locked down an awesome multi-seven-figure e-commerce entrepreneur that's doing something mind-blowing, and he's going to teach you all about it on this webinar that is going to be coming up for our Blitz. So that is going to be at July 3rd, Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, okay? So if you've already enrolled, you'll get an email and all that good stuff. It's July 3rd, 12 p.m. Eastern. We'll probably go for about an hour or so. All right, so now that we've gone over all of that, let's talk a little bit about you know, what we're going to continue on from last week. So all of you should have access to this members area here. And if you go in here and go to your Profit Power Hour membership area and hit access now, this is free. Every one of you should do this. If you go to webinar replays, you should definitely watch last week's replay, okay? Because last week what I did is I drew the blueprint for you. You know, before you build a house, you don't just say, hey, look, here's this great piece of land. I'm going to walk up to this piece of property and I'm just going to start hammering and nailing and throwing boards up and building a house because I have a vision in my head. You don't see that happen, right? Because if you do that, you're going to miss key things, and the house is not going to stand for very long, most likely. What most people do, what everyone does, in fact, is they have an architect draw up a blueprint, house plans, where every single wall should go and studs should go and electric should go. They have the blueprint. And when they follow the blueprint, they build a good house, right? A house that will stand for a long time. So last week, what we did is we built the blueprint. And it was a very simple blueprint, but a blueprint that every single one of you should be paying attention to. And I drew it out over here. You could go back and watch it, and you can even download those notes if you opened up the replay emails. But essentially what we did is we drew out the blueprint to really crushing it with this hot product that's converting really, really well. That's a multi-six-figure, actually a multi-seven-figure product I personally have sold an immense amount of this product, and I drew out the blueprint of a way that you can use a unique strategy using something called a bridge page to go in and really enhance the amount of traffic that you get, free traffic that you get, follow-up emails that you get. It's pretty incredible. So make sure that you go back and you watch that. And as a matter of fact, I'm just quickly going to pull up last week's notes. So let me do that real quick. So I don't have my iPad down here with me right now, but I still have these notes that I could pull up. Cool, here we go. So these are the notes from last week's session here. And some of the things that we touched on, some of the profit points that we touched on were that whenever we're advertising a product, right, if we want to really get sales for this particular product off of Facebook ads, then it needs to have viral potential. It needs to be a product where people aren't going to consistently be price hunting. You know, they're not going to be going to Amazon and Walmart, all these other stores price hunting to save a couple of bucks. Something that has high profit margin and something that is unique, something that, you know, people are passionate about. And so what's cool about these is you can personalize this product and you can really run a solid campaign that appeals to the masses, right? The more people that you can get interested in your product, the more people that see it and can see themselves using that product, the more profit potential you have, right? And so we talked about personalization. Now, if you're, if you're new this week, go back and watch last week's replay. Okay, you're still going to keep up this week and get this free sales page, but essentially what we want to do is we want to really cash in on the wine tumbler niche. And what's working right now with wine tumblers is scripted first names and last names. All right, so if you go to Etsy, and I use this as I told you about this last week, it's called the Etsy sneak attack. It's where I go in and I kind of snipe out what's working on Etsy. And it's clear as day when you type in wine tumblers on Etsy, what is working. It is wine tumblers with people's names on them. And we also discussed last week another awesome thing about this is that it's a gift that people will purchase for multiples in their group. So it might be like a dine out group with 4 or 5 people in it, 4 or 5 ladies like my mom has, and they always buy each other gifts and gift each other things once a month. So this is a product that you really can profit handsomely from because people will buy more than one. And it's personalized, so people aren't going to go price hunting for it because they're going to feel like, hey, it's probably a little bit harder to find a wine tumbler that's this color that has my name on it, right? You don't want to have to go digging for that. It's not as easy as just getting a regular wine tumbler that's just pink or blue or purple, right? So these are some of the important points from last week that we went over. So we talked about personalizing these last week. Now, we also talked about the opportunity here to build an email list. When you use a bridge page, you can do 2 things, right? You can direct people to a specific place, and number 2 is you build an email list. And so you're going to be building a list of customers, and you're going to figure out what their name is. Is it Lisa, Nicole, Kathy, Kat? Is it Casey? Is it, Stephanie? What is their name? Is it John? Is it Jacob? Is it Nathan? Is it Rod? Right? So you're going to get people's name. And the reason it's important to get people's first name for this particular product is because once they get on your email list, right, you can start emailing those people these specific products that have their name on them. So you can go into your email marketing campaign. You can go to Klaviyo or MailChimp or GetResponse, and you can segment people by their name. So everyone with the first name John, everyone with the first name Samantha, everyone with the first name Lisa, and you can send them targeted emails that will essentially promote to them personalized products with their first name or their last name on them. So they don't have to go to your Shopify store and scroll through 100 different names to find theirs, right? That's the end goal, is build a list of people so you know their name, then have segments, right, of different names, and then send out targeted emails for free. This is free traffic, free sales, 100% profit other than product costs, and get them to purchase multiple items that are personalized. And there's no coding required for this. It's all done for you with T-Launch, and all you have to do is get the graphic designer from Fiverr to do it, or go in Photoshop yourself, which is really easy to do. Okay, so we talked about segmenting your list by first and last name. And the product that we're working on right now is this wine tumbler. And I drew out the blueprint for you. I drew out the funnel, if you will. It's a very simple funnel, very basic funnel, but a very powerful funnel. And essentially, if you're running Facebook ads, you would not run an ad for the wine tumbler with every first name on it, right? You're not going to have an ad for Jacob's, an ad for Lisa's. That would be a nightmare. I did it 10 years ago, made a boatload of money, but it was a nightmare. One thing I found that is, if you just simply write a Facebook ad that has the product on it, but it says your name here, right? People get the picture. If I click on this ad, I'm going to be able to find a product that has my name on it and choose my color and choose my style. Well, instead of sending people directly to our Shopify store, what we want to do is we want to send them to a bridge page. Now, a bridge page is a page that is very simple. It has a headline, it has an image, and it's designed to capture a name and email address and incentivize people to purchase your product. So we drew out this bridge page here, and I have my designer create one, a template that you can use, you can modify, you can flat out clone it completely free with a link that I'm going to give you at the end of this webinar tonight. So you should be excited about that. It's completely done for you. But the idea here is that you tell people they can get a discount on the product, the personalized product, in exchange for a name and email address. Now, they can bypass this and go straight to the store if they want to, but oftentimes, here's the thing. With personalized products like this, people are more likely to put in their name because they feel like when they get to this page that it's going to put their name on the product. That's not what's happening here. We're just getting their name and email address. Once they put in their name and email and hit claim, we're then going to send them to our Shopify store where they can find the product with their name on it, okay? So they can organize it from A to Z, you know, Z to A, whichever way, best selling, and they will end up probably purchasing more than one. They'll purchase one for kids, well, not kids, if it's a wine tumbler, unless they're, you know, 21 plus, but, you know, partners and friends and family, and stuff like that. So it's wise to send people to the entire collection because it shows people the different names that are available. So imagine this, you're scrolling through trying to find a wine tumbler that has your name on it, okay? You know, who drinks alone? If you're drinking wine out of this, I mean, I guess if you had a bad day, you want a glass of wine, but oftentimes wine drinking is associated with socializing and with friends. So if you're scrolling along here on a Shopify store and you're scrolling through all of these wine tumblers looking for your name and your best friend's name pops up, you know, oh, I'm gonna probably click on that, save that, and either send it to my friend or I'm gonna add it to my cart because, hey, I wanna buy one for my drinking buddy, right? So that's essentially the thought process here. Remember, think like a marketer. Take yourself out of, you know, your own shoes and put yourself in the consumer's shoes, right? If you were looking for wine tumblers, what would you be looking for? And what would be some of the hot points on having this, right? Would you be looking for just one for you? Would you be looking for 2 or 3 as backups in case one's dirty? Would you be buying some for friends or family members or as gifts, right? That's how you have to think here, and that's how e-commerce marketers win, is they think like marketers and not like consumers. And so once we do that, we generate the sale. Hopefully they buy 2 or 3, right? That's the idea, is to get them to buy 2 or 3 items. But, right, when they're on your Shopify store, you can put an upsell on. It depends on, you know, if you have upsell software like Optimize Upsell, but if you have Optimize Upsell or some sort of upsell app, whenever somebody's adding something to their cart, you can pop up an upsell. The #1 best converting upsell of all time is selling the same exact product twice, but at a discount, right? So you could say add another name to your cart and save 25%, boom. Or get a backup and save 25% or 15% and boom. So this is a really hot funnel. We know it's a product that people are gonna buy multiples of. And this is a simple blueprint. Like, this isn't, you know, architecture here. This isn't a house plan here, but it's the fundamentals of what we want, right? It's the blueprint of what we need to do to achieve success and the things that we need to understand in order to take action and achieve success. Is everybody with me on this? Just say yes if you're with me on this. Okay. All right, so everyone should have these notes. They were emailed out and they're on the replay page from last week. So if you didn't go to the replay last week, make sure, because these are going to disappear forever once this webinar is over and it's on the replay page. So you want to make sure that you go check your email and open your emails for me, the Profit Power Hour replays, because that has the download to the notes, okay? Now, let's talk a little bit about this bridge page here, because you're probably thinking to yourself, Adrian, I'm not a designer. I can't build a website. That's why I use Shopify. And you're telling me that I should actually put something between my Facebook ad and my Shopify store, right? So if you're new, you're like, I don't want to build another store, build another page. Well, the software that I use is quite simple. I've won various awards from this company. It's called ClickFunnels, and ClickFunnels is a really cool landing page builder, and a lot of e-commerce marketers use ClickFunnels in conjunction with Shopify because they really do kind of make the perfect pair. As a matter of fact, on my YouTube channel a couple of weeks ago, I released a video on Shopify versus ClickFunnels and determined that, well, they're both good when used together. So if we come over here, I just want to show you real quick the basics of this page. So this is the page right here. This is the template that you're all going to get access to tonight, completely free. And it's got filler text because your promotion is going to be different. You don't have to promote personalized first name and last name wine tumblers either. Yours could have funny slogans on it, funny quotes on it. So I really wanted my designer to build you the blueprint, right? Put it all in place, but then let you choose what you want it to say and upload the photo of your product that you want to put on here. And of course, this is something that could be replaced with any product. As a matter of fact, it doesn't have to be just the wine tumblers. But some of the key notes about this is when we were looking around on Etsy, we noticed that a lot of the tumblers were set on white backgrounds. A lot of tumblers are set on backgrounds of like the woods, like whitewashed woods or marbles. That's the setting and placement that they're in. So what we're really trying to do here is we're trying to replicate what's working on Etsy, right? But what we're doing is we're automating everything. If you're on Etsy store, you're not automating anything, right? Etsy is a very non-automated process most of the time, and most people are hand making stuff on Etsy too. While there are ways to drop ship from Etsy, most people aren't doing that from my understanding. So we want to automate it and we want to make it really easy, a no-brainer, simple process so you can launch and scale and then move on to the next thing that you can launch and scale. Does that make sense? Just say yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, sweet. So what we did is on the page that we're giving you access to is we just put a background of a light whitewashed wood right? It really just kind of makes the page feel a bit more elegant, and the value perception of the product is enhanced by the quality of the page. But something that you want to take note of is that if you make a landing page like this too fancy, and you put too many bells and whistles and a bunch of junk all over it, then you are shooting yourself in the foot most of the time, because our goal is to get people to quickly put in their first and last name and their email address. That is the goal. And then go directly to our Shopify store where they'll be able to sort through all of the products, right? When they put in their name and email here, it will redirect them to our Shopify store, to our wine tumblers, where it sorts names from A to Z. And remember, we're using a graphic designer on Fiverr that does scripting and whatever. And we just Googled like the top, what was it? The top 50 names, or like the top 50 most popular girl names of the last 100 years, right? So not like of 2020, like we're not, remember your target audience for this is 21+-year-olds, right? So this is actually a really good one to go through. So you have a designer make just a quick graphic, probably could get this done for 50 bucks and have them do this. And then you're going to Shopify and you're launching the product, right? One at a time, and you're just copying and pasting the graphic with Sharon on it and Rebecca on it and Laura on it, right? So you'll end up with 50 products, 50 wine tumblers, each that says different name on it. Does that make sense? Just say yes if that makes sense. And if you missed last week, the app that we're using in Shopify to do this is called T-Launch. It's a completely free app. So if you go to the Shopify App Store, okay, and you click on T-Launch, what you'll find is that you can download a really amazing app for free. It's a fulfillment center in the United States of America, so they have ultra fast shipping. And if you go to drinkware, you'll find that you can sell these wine tumblers here. Does everybody see that? So you would click on these, you click on this, and with the wine tumblers, you will see that you can drag and drop or upload the graphic here, so the image. So it'll be an image of Catherine, an image of, you know, Leslie, an image of Samantha, Amanda, whatever. It's just a name, right? A scripted name. There's nothing to it. And also, people will be able to choose from different colors, which was really important. People, they like specific colors. Like every tumbler that I get is typically green, because green is my color. And so you can put a design on this and hit launch, and in under 45 seconds, you have custom personalized wine tumblers, one of the hottest products right now, launched on your website, ready to be purchased by customers, and you never see them, touch them, or ship them. They're all drop shipped, and you're obviously marking the price up so that you have a profit margin when people make the purchase. Does that make sense? Just say yes if that makes sense to you. I just wanted to make sure I call everyone up that may be new to the webinar this week and missed last week. We went over this in more detail last week, so you can always go watch last week's replay. It's pretty simple. Okay, so the other thing that we hit on this page here is we're keeping it simple with a headline, sub-headline, and then some text. Now, your headline you'll want to play with, right? So it might be like, 4th of July sale, customized or personalized wine tumblers, right? Or luxury wine tumblers. And then down here, you would say claim your discount by entering in your name and email below. And when people put in their name and email, boom, it takes them to your Shopify store where they can make the purchase. So you're positioning this most likely as some sort of summer sale, 4th of July sale, which is coming up this weekend. So you still have time to do this. It could be just some sort of discounted hidden page that you're giving people access to. And then down here, we just put a couple of images of the different colors so people could get a good idea of what they look like and how vibrant the colors are. And then down here, we have the additional colors that are available. So people can kind of see up front, hey, look, maybe I don't want the pink one, but oh snap, they got baby blue or sky blue or purple or you know, ox blood or silver or gray, whatever. So these are important elements to have on a page. Now I know that that might sound simple to you, but you'd be surprised at how many people don't do that. People on the internet, when they click and they see something, they make up their mind literally in less than 3 seconds as if they're going to stay on that page or not. And so you want them to immediately see this is a special deal, right? You want them to see the product, a high quality image of the product, and you want them to see that there are more options available, so they don't think that they're only going to be able to get a peach colored or pink colored tumbler, right? You want them to know that there are options. So I'm going to give you all access to this page. Now, side note, you do have to have ClickFunnels in order to use this free template and customize it and clone it as many times as you want for other products. Okay, you do have to use ClickFunnels. That's what I use, and I have here a link to ClickFunnels. So if you just go to, it's right here at the bottom. If you go to profitph.com/CF, that will give you a completely free trial to ClickFunnels. I can't remember, you know, how long the free trial is, but I think it's about 14 days or so. So if you go to that link, profitph.com/CF, you can sign up for a free ClickFunnels account. That's my partner link with ClickFunnels. When you guys sign up for ClickFunnels, right, it makes me want to build more done for you free pages for you. And I've given away some really epic pages in the past because a lot of you, you know, go through my ClickFunnels link. So that being said, that's the link right there to get your free ClickFunnels account if you don't already have ClickFunnels. I'll be giving you the link to get the free page at the end of this training after I show you how to use the page, okay? So let's talk a little bit about how you can customize this page, all right? So when you get this page that you can clone and you're inside of your ClickFunnels account, essentially this is what you're going to see. It's going to be called the wine tumbler bridge page. Now you're going to be able to use this exact page for t-shirts, for shoes, for whatever you want to use it for, okay? You could clone this a zillion times over, but this particular one has already got placeholders on it for the wine tumbler. And you know, we're keeping it simple because keeping it simple gets you opt-ins. When you really start fancying everything up with bells and whistles and whatnot, and it's not even the sales page, you lose opt-ins. An opt-in is when somebody gives you their name and email address. And so right here, you'll have access to this and you'll want to go ahead and hit edit. And when you hit edit, it's going to open up the ClickFunnels page editor, which is so simple to use. This is not hard to use at all. As a matter of fact, it is so simple now that they actually even integrate with Facebook to immediately connect to Facebook and put your Facebook pixel on here. So you can still track everything through your Facebook pixel, which is really epic. That's a newer feature to ClickFunnels. But all that you have to do really is come in and change the wording and change the image. You would want to put the image of one of the wine tumblers that you've produced. Maybe it says your name here, your personalized name here on the tumbler as a placeholder. And then below you have the images, which you can delete, change, move around if you want to. And so if you want to change the wording on this, you can. You can simply come in here and put, let's say, 4th of July special offer, discounted, personalized wine tumblers. All right, so if we wanted to change the way this looked a little bit, we could. So we could come over here and say, hey, look, I'm not going to give like a ClickFunnels class because they have great tutorials already, but I could say, hey, look, I want this to be bold up here. Maybe I want to change the font on this. Whoops, I need to click the orange one. I want to change the font on this So you can change the font very easily. Maybe you want to make it, instead of a light gray, you want to go in and you want to make it like a really dark black, so it sticks out a bit more, right? Down here, maybe you don't want this bold. Maybe you want this, you know, you want this particular line not bold, right? You can also come over here and you can underline, discount it. If you're not happy with the way it looks right now because it's not all together, well, pretty simple. You just go like this right here, right? You could change the font, you can change the size of everything, and you can personalize it, right? So maybe you get rid of discounted right here, and you just say personalized wine tumblers. And then here, you could say, you know, save 20% today. Find, or you say, your personalized wine tumbler, okay? And then down here, you could say, enter your name and email. And I would typically say best email address to claim your discount and find and get your name on our high quality luxury wine tumblers. All right. So we want to tell people in here that they can get their name, right, on it. It's important to say that. We also want to point out that it's luxury. We want to point out that it's discounted, so we can, you know, we can go in and put that on here, and you can change the color of this button if you want to. So right now it's red. We typically keep things red. This font up here, like we could go in and I could change this. A font that I really like to use is Roboto. There's another one called Futura that I like to use sometimes, or you could use like a really thick one. You know, whatever vibes like with your store, right? Whatever you think kind of, I guess you could say, ties into the vibe of your store. So you can kind of make this and customize this to look like however you want it to go with your store. You can also go in and, you know, that's really cool because they have some fonts that are that look scripted, right? So they kind of go with the vibe of whatever it is that you're putting on there, right? We know that scripted, what's the word I'm looking for? Fonts are what's working, right? So if we really wanted to, we could do this. Watch this. Like that. And then I can come over here. I play in ClickFunnels all the time, so I'm like always looking at, you know, what fonts look the best and all that. Remember, you can make these big. So I want to make this 4th of July and then maybe make it like red so it sticks out. I can come over here and here I go. I'm going to start designing. I need to be careful. I can spend a long time playing around with this. You can put a subtle shadow on it so it really kind of makes it you know, pop if you want it to pop. So you can do like a strong shadow, whatever it is. I usually do a subtle shadow. And then personalized wine tumblers, you notice that for this, I have it in a different script, right? So it's in a different font. And we can underline this, we could do you know, whatever we want to. So now it's just personalized wine tumblers. And then over here, we can essentially do this in bold, make it a little bit larger. So just so y'all can see how easy it is to do this. You can make this red if you want to, or blue. Let's say you're doing like a theme of red, white, and blue for 4th of July offer. And then down here, my designer likes to use these light grays. I don't recommend it just because sometimes it's harder for people to read. And so I like to go like with dark black right there, okay? And so you can see we've kind of customized this a little bit. Also, if you want to, what you can do is you can take this color swatch right here and watch this. You can duplicate anything and drag and drop it and play around with it, but you can take this and you can put it up here if you want to. On this side, you can put it over here and kind of give people a idea like, okay, claim my discount, choose my color, whatever it is, right? So it's completely up to you how you want to modify this. And it's kind of cool with the color swatch below, but it also could be kind of confusing. So maybe you could put it over here underneath this image. So watch this. Just a thought, put it over here so people can see that there are different colors underneath it, right? And also you can have it down here too, just so people can see. Once that's done, watch this. All I have to do at this point is hit save. And now I have saved this page, right? And so when you get this page, it'll actually now say exactly, when I share it with you tonight, it's gonna say exactly this right here. It's also mobile optimized. So you can easily go in and see that this is mobile optimized. It's designed for mobile phones because remember with Shopify, a very large percentage of your traffic online is going to be, guess what? Mobile phone traffic. So this is a mobile optimized template that we made. We always obviously design all of our templates to be mobile optimized. And you can go in and you can play around with that as well. So this is what it looks like on mobile, all right? And it's got our headline here, it's got this here, it's got the name and email here, and then it's got just some different images of additional colors and whatnot. Now, one of the only other things I might recommend that you do on the mobile version of this would be simply putting your claim discount, use full name and email address a little bit higher on the top. So I'll show you what I mean, okay? And I'm gonna kind of do this for you and let you have it. So just kind of watch what I do here. You'll get to learn a little bit about how ClickFunnels works, which is really neat. So you can have a mobile version versus a desktop version. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clone this. See, I've cloned it. And this one up here, I'm gonna say, hey, desktop only. So see, it says desktop only here. And then this version right here that I cloned, watch this. I'm gonna say mobile only, okay? Does everybody see what I did there? So now this is mobile only. I can change this around, I can move it around, and I can, I can edit it without messing up the look and feel of the desktop version. So watch this. Go to top, I'll move this up a little bit. We'll take this because on mobile, we're on a kind of a limited screen here. So let's do, there we go. So we'll move that higher to the top right there. You can move this right here if you wanted to. All right, so we can move this right here and let's just play around with it. So see, I can hit settings on everything and it's so easy to move it around. I mean, it literally, look, if I want to change the top padding, I can change the top padding. Want to make this a little bit smaller? Probably so. So we just come over here, we can, make this smaller. We can make it fit. We can do whatever we want to do to make it look and feel the way that we need it to feel. If we can remove wine, we want to. People know that's a wine tumbler. Watch this. Boom. All right, let's make the font a little bit bigger. Boom. All right, so you can see this is so easy to modify. I'm really dragging, dropping, and clicking. Now, the next thing that we want to do is probably move these up here. So watch, see, I'm just dragging and it tells me where I can put stuff. It's so simple, but I'm doing it for you right now anyways. Okay, there we go, boom. All right, so now what we've done essentially is we have mobile optimized this. Wouldn't you all agree this looks better? Just say I agree if you think that this looks much better, right? Because when somebody opens this up on their phone, they're going to see it's a 4th of July special offer, personalized wine tumbler, save 20% today. They'll see the tumbler, the color options, and right here, they won't have to scroll down very far. They're going to be able to put in their first name, last name, and email address. And then down here, they can just see some additional pictures. Or honestly, on mobile, what I would do is I would just completely 100% leave those as desktop only, because on mobile, I don't think they serve much of a purpose. This is it. This is all you need on mobile right here. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. All you need to do, y'all, is replace your image. All you have to do is replace your image. And to replace your image, all you do is click on the picture here, and then right here where it says images, right here, right, image, you click and you can just drag and drop, upload a picture of your tumbler. So you could put a picture of anything there, a t-shirt, whatever you want, you can put it there. But what we're doing right now is personalized tumblers. Is everybody with me on this? Just say yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we have 2 versions of the page now. Check this out. How epic is that? So we have this awesome version right here that's for desktops. This is what people are going to see on desktop computers, okay? And when they're on their mobile phone, this is what they're going to see. It's going to look and be formatted a little bit different. Now, what you would need to do is you have this first name and last name, or first name, last name, and email section. Is you come up here to settings, and you see where it says integrations right here. Does everybody see that? You just come up to settings, integrations. That's it. And what's cool about ClickFunnels is you can build your email list inside of ClickFunnels, or you can build it through MailChimp if you want to as well. So you can select integration, and you'll see that I have Aweber, MailChimp, Entreport, all of that stuff already pulled in here. So I could choose my MailChimp account and say anytime somebody comes to this page and opts in, add them to my list. And you can choose, like I'll choose my gear grabber list, right? And now we're connected. Now, anytime somebody comes to this page and opts in, they're gonna go on my MailChimp list. Or I could come over here and say, hey, I wanna build my list inside of ClickFunnels. So I can hit add the list, and I can choose any list I've created here inside of ClickFunnels. Obviously, I would wanna go create a list for wine tumblers or whatever, which is easy to do inside of ClickFunnels. So it's really up to you. You can put the emails where you want to put them. I like to put mine in MailChimp because that's where I mail from for my store. And now this page is set and it's ready to go. What you would need to do at this point is once they submit, hit the submit button, you want to have them redirected. Okay, you want to have them redirected to your Shopify store. So that can all be done within the settings of your autoresponder redirect. So really cool stuff here. So you can see it says submits the form up here, and with integrations here, we have the ability to change what we want to happen. So again, you can go ClickFunnels if you don't have MailChimp and say add the list, and add the email list here. So whichever email list you want it to be, and done, okay? And you can set it to go then to whatever page you want it to go to, be it your Shopify store or anywhere else inside of ClickFunnels. And then you hit save. Now this page is saved, right? And what we can do is we can start sending people to our Shopify store, and we can start having people give us their email address first before they purchase. Is everybody with me on this? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so it's very, very simple. And I just literally customized this for you. It is done, it's complete. My designer created a little thank you page, but there's really a thank you page isn't necessary, but she went ahead and put that in there. So now check this out. Whenever someone visits this page here, it could be on my own custom domain name, whatever I want it to be on. And if I just click on the page is live. Oops, that is not the right page. That was the thank you page. But if I come over here and I click on the opt-in page and hit go, Now we are live. The page is 100% live. And if I go to a mobile phone, right? If I'm viewing this on a mobile phone, you'll also be able to see that it is modified for mobile. So you'll notice here that when I made the screen smaller, this is what a mobile view is going to look like. So this is how we capture people's full name and their email address before we send them to our Shopify store, so we can essentially boost the amount of emails we get on our list and hopefully build a more profitable campaign around these personalized items. Now, tonight, obviously, I don't have all the time to go through more of the details here, but what I do want to do is I want to give you the link to that completely free, 100% free page. It is right here. It's profitph.com/summer. Okay. So if you go to profitph.com/summer, it will let you clone the page into your ClickFunnels account. Now, if you don't already have ClickFunnels, go to the red, what's right here in red first. Go sign up for a free ClickFunnels account through my link, profitph.com/cf, or you can just go straight to clickfunnels.com if you don't want to go through my link and get your free trial. Once you've done that, right, you can come back over here to profitph.com/summer and you can claim your free page. Now, next week, we're going to go integrate it. We're going to redirect it. We're going to modify it a little bit. We're going to tweak this page out a little bit. This is the base, okay? And the last thing is July 3rd, Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern, we're doing our Q3 Ecom Blitz. We pushed it back to July 3rd. I know it's not the best weekend to do it, but it's the only weekend I could get this one guy to get on and teach this amazing strategy that he's using that I'm starting to implement as well. So if you're already a part of that, which most of you bought it last quarter, it's July 3rd, 12 p.m. Eastern. You will get an email with a link to the webinar that morning and right when the webinar starts. If you have not yet joined our Ecom Blitz, it's a quarterly blitz. We do one a quarter. If you want to join our Q3 Ecom Blitz, it's $297. It's profitph.com/Q3, and you can get on this really cool training where you see what my plan to profit is in Q3 of the year. And there's going to be some awesome stuff that we reveal in there. We're having a special guest. There's nothing for sale in there. It's just a special guest who's going to teach you some epic things. It's doing some stuff that really wowed me and got my attention, and I was lucky enough to get him on. So that's profitph.com/Q3. And then at the top, you can get your free trial at ClickFunnels at profitph.com/CF and your free ecom sales page for wine tumblers at profitph.com/summer. And you can clone my page. And what we're going to do is next week, we're going to continue on, okay? So once you have the page, I'll be able to see any questions that you have. We'll make some modifications to it. I'll show you how to connect it to your Shopify store, which is so simple, and we'll actually launch a wine tumbler. So we will be doing that next week. And so you're going to get the tools, the blueprint, the foundation done for you. And then next week, I'm going to help integrate it on our next webinar. So don't miss it. Make sure that you are there. And I think I'm actually, for the first time, I'm done in under an hour. I usually go hour 15, hour 20, but this is all I needed to say tonight. I've got you to this point, and I need to stop here because if I start going to the next step, we'll be another hour. So be here next Tuesday, and we will finish this process. You'll have your free page. We'll launch wine tumblers, and you won't be doing a 4th of July promo next Tuesday, right? But you will be doing a summer discount promotion, fall discount promotion, some sort of discount promotion. So all of these links on the screen are important. Profitph.com/CF to get your free trial to ClickFunnels. Profitph.com/summer to claim your free ClickFunnels done for you sales page that I just showed you that we mobile optimized together live on this webinar. And then if you want to get in last minute for our Ecom Blitz, the last time I opened this up was Q2. I'm going to let more people join because we have new members of the Profit Power Hour. If you want to, it's one payment of $297, and you can get on the training this Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, July 3rd, for our Q3 Ecom Blitz and learn from this guest who is literally doing millions upon millions upon millions a year in ecom in a way that's going to blow your mind. So if you want to get on that training and learn about what's working, in Q3, and what I'm about to start doing in Q3 in my plan to profit. That's profitph.com/Q, not P, but Q3. And you can join, no pressure, you don't have to, but it's gonna be epic. So most of you are in it anyways. That's it for tonight, y'all. I got all the links up here. I'm gonna give away some cash money in the Facebook group. So we'll give away $100. You've got your free page. You've got all the links that you need. I love you so much. Thank you all for being here tonight, investing your time in yourself and allowing me to train you and teach you. It's an honor and it's humbling every week to watch y'all show up. So I'm gonna keep giving, and I'm gonna keep training, and I'm gonna keep helping you get to the next level and continue helping people succeed online from zero to hero, just like I've been doing for 5+ years. All right, so I wish you a ton of success. Stay safe this weekend if you're celebrating the 4th, and I will see you next Tuesday at 9 p.m. EST for our next free webinar as we continue on with this hot summer product and tweak out this free page I did for you. Good night, y'all.